Hello and welcome to You and Me at 3. I am Jana Brown and I am excited to be sharing a couple of tips today. I really just want to get you thinking. So if you're catching this on the replay, let me know. I'll be happy to answer any questions. I have been a stylist for 5 years and it has been a blast. A little bit about me. I am a homeschooling mama of 6. I have pretty much been pregnant, I think, the last 5 years. But, you know, my husband was just laid off, and it has been such a blessing to be able to jump full on into my Little Rose business. I have been working my business anyway, but I have been really devoting some office hours here these last few weeks because my husband's been home. And I will tell you guys, I'm just thrilled with our business opportunity. Where else could I immediately put in more hours and get results? I mean, it's pretty sweet. So anyway, I hope that you guys are loving Little Rose, and I just want to give you a couple of tips about follow-up that have worked for me. So first and foremost, of course, if you guys have not downloaded the Amy app, I want you to do that today. There are no excuses. There's no holding back. Our amazing home office has paid for our first couple of months of that, and that tool is amazing. So tell me, do you have Amy installed? Have you been using it? I want to know because that I am in a lot of groups with other direct sellers, and I will tell you that most of them pay to have their website integrated like ours is. So when we get an order, it automatically shows up in our Amy, like when it connects, when it syncs, right? So that costs money, and I just want you to know how amazing of a tool that is, because all the other companies, you have to pay like $20 a month in order to have it synced with your back office. And Little Rose took care of that for us. So I want you just to see the value. It's really inexpensive, even once you are like out of your 4-month free. It is totally worth it. You get one order from it. I mean, it pays for itself easy. So I want to know, do you have Amy downloaded? You have to tell me. Hit Amy yes, Amy no, Amy gonna do it as soon as we get off this training call, right? So I want to know about Amy. And then let me see if I've got, okay, so definitely get Amy. And one thing I like to do is I like to connect with my customers wherever they found me first. So if they found me on Facebook, a lot of times I'll send them a Facebook message, and I really try to keep things personal. I want them to know me personally. I want them to recognize my face. I want them to have that connection to me. And I feel like this is one thing that has really helped build customer loyalty. And that is, I want you to take these tips I'm giving, okay? And I want you to work with what you have. I'm not asking you to spend a bunch of money. I don't want you to invest in anything. I want you to work with what you have. Some of these will be things that you could add in the future. Some of these will be things that you can jump right in and do right now. So one thing that has been a great help to me in my business and to really connect with my customers is my children and I made a quick 9-second video, and my kids are, you know, excited, jumping up and down like they're celebrating. And I just say, hey, thank you for shopping with me. It makes a difference for me and my family. And I feel like they just get a glimpse into my life. They just it's just a sweet video. And I get so many compliments on that, oh, that is so cute. Your kids are so cute. You know, look at that curly hair on your girl. So that is just a simple way. It's just a video. It's 9 seconds long. That's it. I really need a new one because the other one was when Fisher was just born, and he is a year old now. So I do try to update it once a year just to keep it fresh. Are you talking about this backdrop? That backdrop is in our back office. It is the mirror image backdrop. So, okay, so here we go. So if they find me on Facebook and we connect on Facebook, then I want to send them a quick message in Facebook Messenger, and I send them that video link to me and my kids just saying, hey, thanks for shopping with us. And I invite them to join my customer group because, you know, in following up, I really want to, you know, connect with them personally. So I can better do that in my customer group than just hoping they see my posts and stuff anywhere else. So in following up, I do want to grow my business through follow-up. I want to do it through personal connection, and I want the customer to know that they're appreciated. So I will send them an invitation to my private customer group and get them plugged in there. And I tell them I have tutorials and giveaways and fun stuff, whatever, in my group. If you don't have a customer group, again, I'm not giving you a big long to-do list of things that I want you to go do. I want you to work with what you have, okay? So if you have a page, invite them to like your page so that they can see when you go live and see new releases. Another thing I like to do, and I do this especially when I sell in person, but since I'm kind of having to shift to everything online, I am going to be tying this in. But what I like to do is right after they make a purchase, I send them my video link to the back office. It's whatever your website is /styles. So my website is lilarose.biz/JanaBrown, and then I add to the end of that /styles, and I send that to them because I want them, if they shopped with me, especially if they purchased something like from my inventory, or if they purchased something I just had on hand, or they pre-ordered something and they have never been to my website, I definitely want to get that link to them so that when they go to the website the next time, you know, it'll be my website and not just the generic Lila Rose website. So I do want to get those tools in their hands, the style videos. They're already done for you. You just have to send them there to your website. Also, I was watching Christine's video about how to do live videos, and she mentioned that she makes collections of tutorials. So she'll have one on U-pins, you know, one on swerves, one on flexies, whatever. And so whatever they purchased, she will send them that link. And I have done that for some of mine in the past when they, you know, when they get their swerves, and I'll say, hey, this right here will show you exactly what you need to do to be able to use your swerve. And again, it's just a personal touch. It shows that you know what they ordered. They're watching you do it yourself, and they get to see your face. And again, you're just connecting personally. So if you do not have a YouTube channel, you do not have to go out and make one. Our back office is loaded with really, really great professional video tutorials, but you know, it may be something that you work towards in the future. So, okay, another thing I like to do is I like to send handwritten thank yous. These do not have to cost a lot of money. You can go to Dollar Tree and buy like little packages of cards. They don't even have to say thank you. A lot of mine will just have like a feminine design or something on the front. It's just whatever. But you can go to Dollar Tree, I think, and even the Target dollar bin, you know, I think you can get them for like 8 for $1 or something like that. So I do like to send thank you cards, or you could be like Heather Mason and make your own. I love it when I get something in the mail from Heather because I know that her or her girls like made the card, and that's really sweet too. So I do like to send handwritten thank yous, and I do want to just talk for just a minute about what I sometimes include when I send a handwritten thank you card. So y'all should know, if you know me, I'm a mess, okay? And so I did not get our Christmas cards made until like December 31st or something. Anyway, so I had all these Christmas cards left over, and I was sure not to put Christmas on there, right? So I just put the Browns 2019. And so what I have been doing is when a good customer places an order, I won't really do this with strangers because I don't know them, but when a good customer places an order, I will include one of my Christmas cards, and then I just put, you know, on the outside of the envelope, you know, thank you from a bunch of Browns, because there's a bunch of us. But you know what? They love that. They get to see my kids. They, again, just get that personal connection with me. And I know some of my customers have this on their fridge because they tell me, I got home and I opened up my stuff and I was just so thrilled. It just made my day. So people care, and they want to know that you care and that you really do appreciate their business. So I love to put in personal touches like that. Another thing I do, I'm going to tell you guys, before I was a Lila Rose stylist, I was a realtor, and I built my whole real estate business on sending snail mail cards in the mail. And I would send them to all the houses in my neighborhood that hadn't sold, and their listing was expired or terminated or whatever. For some reason, their house didn't sell and it got taken off the market, and I sent a handwritten note to every single one of those people every week, and I included my business card with a magnet on there, and you cannot believe how many listings I picked up off of that one thing. So I was able to really build my business and really not spend a bunch of money on marketing. So that's one reason why I am so, I just see the importance of snail mail. So I have these little magnets. It's like a sticker. So let's see if I can show you. And the weight, if you order these, you may want to check and just make sure that the weight is good for a standard stamp. Some of them are probably way more than others. Some of them are thinner. But anyway, see, you just peel that off and stick it on your business card. So this is going to be one of those things, if you don't have, that's okay, right? You're going to use what you have and just look forward to the future, right? So I do have business cards printed that are me and my face. And so when I stick that magnet on the back, I know for a fact that my face is on the fridge of my customers. I know because they tell me, they're like, oh, I just got your magnet and I stuck it right on my fridge. So hello, they're thinking about me every time they go get that ice cream, right? That's my thing, y'all, brownies and ice cream. So no matter what, if I am sending anything in the mail, I always send a business card with a magnet attached to the back. Always. If I send anything, if I fill an order, whatever, I always put that in there. Now, the next things I'm going to show you, I don't always put in, but again, I just want you to be thinking about using these things, especially right now. Nobody, you know, has much to do. So I might send a catalog because I know that they've read everything that they have in their house, and they could use more reading material. And I did mail a catalog recently, and I put a note on there and just said, hey, Wanda, I am sure that you are looking for something new to look at. So I threw this catalog in, and then, like always, you can let me know if you have any questions. I hope you enjoy it. You know, it wasn't anything of let me know what you want to order. It's just a, hey, I thought you might want something pretty to look through, okay? Always, especially, I know we have a lot of new ladies, so I want to make sure that you are putting your information on your catalogs, all of your business materials. I use labels, but guess what? When I first started and I didn't have any labels, I hand wrote my web address on there, and it didn't take me long to get labels because that thing is long. But on my labels, I have my name, phone number, my lilarose.biz, and then my Facebook page. But anyway, I just want to note that because I don't want you guys mailing marketing materials without your information on there. Okay, and then the other thing that I sometimes include is an opportunity brochure. Now, if I include this opportunity brochure 100% of the time, I'm going to put a Post-it note on there because I want them to know it was not stuck in there all willy-nilly. I want them to know I thought about it, I thought about them, and I will literally write their name at the top and say, hey, Christy, I wanted you to take a look at this. Is there anybody that you know looking to add income in 2020? You know, anything, just a quick personal note so that they know that this wasn't just included, you know, because you had some extra laying around, but that you thought about them when you put that in there. I think that goes a long way. So if I ever include an opportunity brochure, it will have a Post-it note with their name and just a quick note to them on there. And I know some of you had asked me, how do I mail catalogs? Well, y'all, I have these envelopes. They're 6 by 9. I checked the measurements. And so that's what I do. I will just put the catalog right inside this envelope, and then I'll include the thank you note or whatever else I put in there. But that is the envelope size that I use. And you can see that our new catalogs, you know, there's some room left, so you might be able to go with a different size envelope. But y'all, I've had these since I sent out wedding invitations, so I still have like half a box. I don't know, I guess it was like a huge deal, like you got a big discount if you bought them in bulk, because y'all, I still have a lot. So anyway, and I do want you to just think for a minute about, look how gorgeous our marketing materials are. They are not meant to just sit around. These are tools for you to use to work your business. So I do want you to know, yes, especially if you just joined, I was the same way. I did not share my catalogs. Y'all, I laminated my catalog and hole punched it so nobody would take it off my table at my events. And I would say, no, you can't have that. So I get it, y'all. It is an expense, but it's not just an expense. It is an investment, okay? These marketing materials are gorgeous. And within the last 2 years, I mean, Christina has just done a phenomenal job, and people enjoy looking at things that are pleasing like this to look at. So don't just let your catalogs sit around. Put them to work for you. If you get one order off of mailing like a whole pack of catalogs, it really pays for itself. So just consider, we have amazing tools at our discretion. And anyway, so I don't want those to just sit not working for you. So I hope that I've given you guys some things that you can do right now. Everybody can just go and handwrite a note. You don't need fancy envelopes. You don't need fancy cards or whatever. I mean, pull out some printer paper and just, you know, write something. The whole point is that you thought of them. Okay, that's the whole point. You're making these personal connections. So I hope that you guys will, if you missed the beginning, go watch the beginning. I hope that you all have Amy, and I hope that you will not delay. It is Friday after all, follow-up Friday, right? So go make those personal connections. Kind of let us know, what ideas did you get from watching this? You know, yes, I have my kids do a quick 9-second video, but maybe your dog plays a big part in your business or your marketing. Your dog in a quick video that just says, I appreciate you. It can be super simple. So I don't normally mail the big catalogs just because, first of all, I've gotten rid of most of them and they haven't been in stock the last couple of times that I went to order. But let's see if I have those envelopes. I just had like the really ugly manila envelopes. That's ugly, y'all. But that's what they had at the dollar store. So, but I have used these ugly envelopes to mail the big catalogs. But really, I really prefer to keep, I only have a few left of the big catalogs. And so I ordered just a bunch of the small ones. That's why I was thrilled when they came out with the smaller catalogs again, because I do mail them a lot. If someone orders from me and I am, shipping the order from here, then I almost always put a catalog in there. And I just let them know, hey, I know that you're really familiar with our catalog, but if you have a friend that might not be, I'd love if you pass this on. Again, just make those catalogs work for you. So I hope that was helpful, guys. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you will come back and share some ideas that you got from my follow-up. And I hope that you guys will kind of be stewing on some ideas of how you can make those personal connections with your customers.